Welcome to my mini TED Talk. This is Michael Bowe. Using video for independent learning through reverse instruction. If a 21st century learner is to communicate, collaborate, and create, sitting at a desk, taking notes, listening to a teacher talk on and on is probably not the best way to do it. Instead, reverse instruction allows the students to learn at home, avoiding having to listen to the teacher. Students can learn their content outside of the class at a time and place that suits them. According to Seymour Papert, students should be learning by doing. The constructivist approach is how I learned to make this TED Talk. I'm learning to communicate, create, and collaborate. Students should be doing the same thing with the information and skills I give them in my English class. By selecting and creating meaningful videos for students to learn at home with, I become a facilitator. When they start to use the information in class, I'm a mentor. Michael Horn said it best when he said, increasingly education's value add-in will be the coaching and troubleshooting when students are applying their learning. What used to be homework now becomes the practice phase, can be done during class where the teacher can mentor them better in meaningful activities instead of listening to the teacher talk and talk. Good teachers will skip the information dissemination part and get right to the action learning. Let's have the kids do things in class and not just listen to us. It's not that easy, though. It takes a lot of effort and organization to create meaningful videos for kids. You have to hold the learners accountable for having watched the video at home, answer some questions in class, follow up the video with meaningful activities. It's going to take time. I first read about reverse instruction in a blog post by Donna Marie Hurst. Decided I had to try it out for myself using my English A2 class and a unit on advertising. My action research question was two-part. Was video a good way to teach about ethos, pathos, and logos in advertising? And could students learn independently and use that information effectively during class activities? I stored all the materials they'd need on our class Moodle. First, I found a video on TeacherTube by Colina Weaver about the use of the ancient Greek art of rhetoric and how it's being applied in modern advertising. I had the students write a variety of questions which we stored on Google Docs and take a survey which I created and recorded on our Moodle. And finally, I observed them doing a number of follow-up activities in class after we had observed the video at home independently. Ruby Bohannon, in 2010, in his article, Wherever You Are, There You Can Learn, noted that learning is not confined to classrooms or lecture halls of formal educational institution. The design of personal technologies can support lifelong learning and should aim to facilitate anytime, anywhere learning. Najmi also noted that student achievement improves when authentic personal and visual content are added to mobile learning. The Weaver video is a 7-minute video which clearly shows that rhetoric is used in modern advertising. For the purposes of action research, it's important for me to see if the students had actually watched the video, if they understood the video, how much they had retained from watching the video, and whether or not they were able to use that information in analyzing advertisements or creating their own analysis of video. One or two students hadn't actually watched the video, so I sent them to a quiet corner to do so. The rest of us discussed the videos, created questions for the Google Docs, answered a few questions, and then I explained to them several of the activities that we would do, the first of which was to study ads from the past 100 years, each about 30 years apart, to try to determine if the trend towards using ethos, logos, or pathos had been changing. By writing down the Google Docs questions, students showed quite a bit of synthesis and understanding from their independent learning, and we had a lively and often humorous discussion of where ethos turns into pathos or logos becomes ethos. Students were able to apply their learning and determine that the trend was towards more ethos and pathos in advertising in the last 100 years, and a movement away from logos. Students then found their own advertisements showing the use of rhetoric. This is one using pathos.
فايز اعمل لك معايا سندوتش جبنه.
Just you know why you and
باندا ما يتقلهاش لا.
Let's hear from some students. They can tell us directly how they feel about reverse instruction, its pros and its cons.
The generation younger than us might be more, the idea of studying at home with the videos might be more appealing to them, because I feel that we came in a transition. So like we used to not have the computers and now we do, but then they have the computers their whole lives, so it might be a lot more effective for them.
I believe that studying with a teacher is a kind of a more productive and effective way and method of teaching and learning, because studying at home we have one opinion and it's your own opinion, but in class with the teacher you can know if you're right, you're wrong, you can have a discussion.
Yeah, I believe we should study in class instead of studying at home.
Because?
Because in class you can always interrupt this teacher and ask him questions, while at home if you see a video and if you don't understand a certain subject or a certain thing, you can't really ask.
Now what if the class is moving too fast? Do you think that it's nice to learn at home when you have a little more peace and quiet and can look at the material over and over again?
How about you combine the two and take video of your class teaching and then we can look after?
Yes, I believe that studying at home has its advantages and studying in school has its advantages. As Leif mentioned, we get the chance to ask questions, and just having the vibe and discussion going on, it gets the knowledge to stick more. But when you study at home, it's your own environment, it's what makes you comfortable, it's the pace that comforts you.
Yes.
So, you know, either way, it very much depends on the difficulty of the subject you are studying.
I had assumed that most of the class would watch the video more than once, and was surprised that only half of the students did so. The biggest revelation for me was that more than 2/3 of the students did not find learning at home independently effective for them and preferred to learn in class with direct instruction. As I had hoped, many of the students found that learning at their own pace was effective for them, and they found that it was an advantage of reverse instruction. After one try, half the class was ambivalent about using reverse instruction, whereas the other half of the class was open to trying it again. I think it's important to recognize that many of these students have never done reverse instruction before, and I would need to train them to feel confident to learn independently and not just assume that they could do so. Students felt more confident learning in class, and surprisingly, they felt more motivated as well. Some of them said that the atmosphere of the class and the teacher there helped them learn more effectively. My action research has revealed that just because students enjoy watching video doesn't mean that they feel confident using it as the exclusive portal for learning independently. A balance between direct instruction partially direct instruction, and fully independent learning at home is necessary so that students can feel confident that what they are learning will be both checked, confirmed, and explored further in class activities. Thanks for watching this mini TED Talk on using video as reverse instruction. Try reverse instruction. I hope it works for you, and if it does, let me know.